Hello guys, welcome back again. I am Lokesh Kapoor and in this video we are going to discuss about SERP Analyzer in Server SEO. That's an awesome tool. We already discussed a video about that, and under this playlist we have made a couple of features videos. So in this video we are basically going to discuss about SERP Analyzer, how to use it and how to make use of it for your projects. So let's dive in. First of all, this is the interface when you click on SERP Analyzer, and you can check any keyword. For say I had already searched for OnePlus, so let's start with another one. You can delete your queries very easily and you can tag them, any tag you can use so that you can manage them. So actually it's like managing the history, and that's a wonderful feature, so you don't miss your history that you have searched for. So let's create a new one, for example Apple, and then we can choose a location for where we want to search. The default is United States, let's keep it to that. And then you can choose the desktop or mobile, and then there is a feature called NLP. So that's a wonderful feature. I have talked about this feature in my other video, so please check that out if you haven't, so that you can get an idea about why we need to use this feature. Because of the Google algorithms, but the updates, this feature is very helpful. It calls out entities and all that, so that's very helpful. So I will keep it to enable, and here are some couple of settings. You can enable the entities, you can enable sentiments. These are all coming from the Google API, and you can also choose the provider, whether use Google or Surfer, and I will keep to Google. And then you have option to enable screenshot or not, so I don't require screenshot, we'll keep it to none, and then we can analyze our SERP results. So it takes a couple of seconds to complete the search. So guys, our discovery is completed, and now we can click on it and see what it has discovered for us, and it will show you a nice interface where you can find all the results, all the comparators. So here you need to make a decision, like if you want to create an article about a topic that we have, then you have to make sure that you disable or exclude these commentators which are not relevant to your content. So that's the content score, and that's the domain authority for the website, their ranking, and that's the chart you can show. And here is the chart that will belong to this. Like if you can enable this, then it will show you right here for the ranked keywords. For example, here you can see that like there are only about between 800 and 900 words, and they're ranking on first to 11 pages. But what if we exclude these pre-renderer, like Apple is actually the provider, so it will rank because of the authority it has. But there is chance that their content is not that good, so we can exclude those websites which we cannot outrank with the help of content. So what we can do, we can just exclude those websites like these, and they are not quite relevant for our content generation, so we can exclude them. And you can also do that by checking their content score. So if it is less, it's showing a red color, then, or it is below 50 or maybe 40, then you can easily exclude those URLs. And then you can just go back, scroll top, and you can see that the required words are from 800, and they have marked to like 1600, and that's totally dramatically change. So that's how it works. So you have to be very wise in excluding the competitors in making decision while writing something. And you can also make use of all these filters like search visibility, backlinks, structure. Like there are a couple of options in structure as well, like body, title, strong, paragraphs, meta descriptions, image, alt text, headings above the fold, hidden content, links, and URL. So that's all that will help you in making changes in your chart. So if you use any of this, you can find a change in your chart so that you can make some decisions, right guys? And here are a couple of tabs underneath the chart, so you can utilize that too. And before we move on to the tabs, let's see that we can also compare our own website with these competitors over here. Well, what we need to do is just put the URL and then hit compare, and it will compare with all these competitors. And here are the keywords that you can make use of in the content, and here are the questions. And for the keywords, you can see the top similar keywords. You can see that's like a cluster, and there's overlapping pages, number of competitor rankings for this keyword, like how many competitors, and search volume for the specific keyword, and relevancy. You can see that there's crazy demand for this keyword, like Apple stock price today. There are many investors out there who want to invest in Apple, or maybe they want to check what's the position. So that's crazy. So this is how you can help utilize the keywords. And here are some questions that people are asking about the main keyword that we have, and it's a very wide keyword actually, and it's not a long tail keyword, so it's very short and it's very dramatic to rank for this keyword. But for this demo video, I have just used this so that we may get tons of data to show you. And here are the popular words that we can use, and there's density out there in percentage count and everything, and it's horizontal scrollable, and you can see the highlighted ones are those which have our input keyword, so you can make use of them very easily. And then there are popular phrases, right? And then we have some common words and common phrases, prominent words and phrases, and common backlinks. So that's it for the SERP analyzer. So here's everything that helps you make some really nice content for the keyword you want to rank for. So this is all for today's video, and keep watching our playlist, and I see you in the next video. Please subscribe to our channel and don't miss to hit the bell icon so you get information or notification when we upload new video. Till then, bye bye, see you in the next video.